Blue Lock Chapter 316 has just released. Japan is popping off against Nigeria, really showing that they're here to win this thing. This game has just been full of surprises, specific characters getting their time to shine, and finally getting Nigeria's backstory too. The U20 World Cup has exceeded so many expectations so far. There's a lot to talk about, so let's jump into it quick. The chapter begins with Hiryo and Bachara moving upfield, continuing off from their Bachara x Bachara formation. We see a Hiryo Bachara, I'm just gonna call it Hiryo Bachara because I don't really know what else to call it, easily weave a Nigerian defender and then pass it through to the actual Bachara. Bachara speaks in an emoji and starts doing ultra fast stepovers. Got bro looking like Saitama out here. And two random Nigeria players start scrambling over to him, but we don't even know their names, so it's safe to assume that these two are gonna do nothing. Bachara flicks it over them because of course he can, it's two random players, and a Hiryo Bachara chest traps the ball. I'm so hyped seeing Hiryo use copy here. Like, this is literally what we've been waiting for, folks. Kuso starts dialoguing, saying the real Bachara and a combo with a copy of Bachara. They can't respond to that so suddenly. And look at my man's face. This face right here sums up the state of the whole Nigeria game so far. He can't believe what he's seeing. Mind you, we're 5 minutes in. Bachara just scored, and now there's two of them making it upfield yet again. Nigeria, it's time to wrap it up, y'all. Kuso says this kind of data, a styleless play, freedom x technical, break through the center. As Hiryo and Bachara put on a show trading passes with one another. Bona straight up says foul them if necessary, so we resulting to extreme measures now. Bello is most definitely crashing out, saying to stop them, and now Rin and Isagi join the fray. So it's pretty much GG's for Nigeria. Then the next panel is Isagi, Bachara, Hiryo, and Rin running together. Oh my god. The smile on my face when I saw these four together, I think I was happier seeing this than my own birthday. Honestly, if I saw this exact panel right here, the Avengers legit pulling up, the Fantastic Four, I would probably make the same face as Kuso. I wouldn't even try to contest this, just let them score the point. And his face again! This is just too funny. Kuso's reaction is straight out of Home Alone. This is the exact moment he realized he ain't built for this. They have to be doing it on purpose at this point. Kuso has been shocked at every twist and turn. This game has just been a humiliation ritual for who we thought was gonna be the toughest on the squad. He explains that the double aces are breaking through the sides and that it's a seamless change in attacking variations. There's too many options to calculate. I'm a little confused because didn't Kuso do his homework on Blue Lock? Like, shouldn't he know they're all egoists wanting their own goal? He could have just watched the first episode, and if he didn't do that, Bachara just scored on him instead of passing. So I don't know why Kuso's first thought is always the double aces, like Bachara literally ignored them. And specifically Isagi. This guy is Isagi's biggest glazer, I swear. He says that Blue Lock is unpredictable, asking what they're going to do next, and we see Hiryo running with the ball. As the next page reveals Chigiri's face saying a copy change. That's right, folks. Hiryo has copied Chigiri Hyoma. I used to pray for times like this. We're seeing his master copy training of all players finally pay off, as Kuso is stunned that it's not a pass but a shooting lane with his movement. Yet again, Kuso is stunned. I think I'm gonna start keeping a tally at this point because this is not a good look for you, dog. Bachara didn't pass, so why are we expecting Hiryo to as well? But as Hiryo uses form Chigiri, he kicks the ball using the 44 Panther snipe. It goes past Bello, and it goes past Kuso, who's confused. I mean, what else is new at this point? And as we see the ball going towards the goal, we're left in anticipation, wondering if a certain someone is going to block it, or if Hiryo is gonna score the second goal. The goalkeeper goes for it, and it's finally revealed Hiryo scored the second goal of the game. He hits a fist clench celebration, and let's go, y'all. I'm so hyped. I've been wanting a Hiryo goal for so long now. This is how we are all feeling. Hiryo ends it off saying he'll win on his own. Yes, sir. That is my GOAT. This is the development we needed for him. The full egoist Hiryo is here. I think everyone already knew that Ryo had a lot of potential, so to see him finally reach it on the big stage is so satisfying. He may even go up a few ranks now, and I'm sure we'll see more of him because we got so many other copies. When will he ever use the Fukakugen copy? The world may never know, but you get the point. Kuso this whole time is starting to wonder if Blue Lock is really this strong, and the commentators start hyping up the goal with the crowd erupting. This guy's face was all of us. We even got a direct recall to Chigiri's 44 Panther Snipe, and even see his reaction and laughing to it. But if I'm Chigiri, I would be a little pressed. Bro just stole your whole development from the NEL. But I guess we're in the lead, so no big deal. The other commentator says Japan is now in the lead 2-0, and we see Nigeria's reaction. Obviously, everyone in shambles. Bello got his hand on his head, so that's when you know it's serious. He says that was brutal. Aboabona asks, isn't Japan too strong? Kuso is just speechless, to nobody's surprise, and now the thought of losing is bigger than ever. Aboabona says this is the world's wall, the world's standard. Despair sets in, and as they believe all hope is lost, one person stands strong. Onazi says, doesn't that sound good? It's because they crushed it that they made it here. Kuso looks up, surprised, a glimmer of hope in his eyes, wondering what Onazi means as he says, we are connected through football. A big smile across his face, one that shines on the others as he says, we're a family, right? The strongest in the world. Okay, so Dom Toretto for real influence Onazi. Motivational speech aside, we get a flashback to their origins from 12 years ago. We're at the Nigeria orphanage where we see a little Aboabona and Bello playing football, Onazi sitting in the corner of the room, and Kuso looking at him. Onazi just got here, and Kuso speaks out to him, asking why he hasn't gotten along with anyone else, and Onazi hits him with the fattest side eye in fiction. Kuso tells him being alone forever isn't fun, and asks if he wants to play football together, as he gets no response from Onazi. So he opens up about how his parents passed away too, and that's why the guys here are sort of his family. Everyone is the same as him. But Onazi just turns around to the corner and doesn't say a word, so Kuso gets fed up and tells Onazi to just keep on living that lonely life then. All of a sudden, Kuso gets hit in the back of his head and turns around angrily to see Onazi throwing a tantrum saying he's not lonely. Even though their backstory is serious, this is kind of wholesome and funny. Even Kuso chimes in saying that's what someone lonely would say, which rage baits little Onazi even more as he shouts he's not lonely at all. He hits the dash past little Kuso and then straight up hits Bello with an almighty push, who's hella confused at what's happening, by the way, and I don't even blame him. Bro teleported from the room with Kuso straight over to y'all. He be doing this in the Nigeria game too, so yeah, superpowers is real, guys. Onazi has teleportation. Aboabona got the wide eyes just as lost and asks Onazi if he's picking a fight, and the emotional Onazi locks in as he weaves both Aboabona and Bello with maximum efficiency. Kuso is surprised to see Onazi is that good, and this guy Onazi jumps up off of Aboabona's face like he in Super Smash Bros or something. Nah, if I was Aboabona, I would hold on to that beef for the rest of my life. Keep bringing it up. Full grip on my face would cause generational warfare. I don't care if we're 5 years old. As we see Onazi get some mad air and Aboabona damn near get 200 pumped, they ask what his name is, and he responds Onazi as he scores a goal, and the boys come in to celebrate with him, saying nice to meet you, Onazi. I'm a sucker for wholesome backstories in animes, and this is definitely one of those. The flashback ends, and as Onazi stands there, he's reminded that they are his new family. I really don't know how anime characters get convenient memories and flashbacks from 12 years ago. I can't even remember what my last meal was. How he remembered these exact details word for word like it was yesterday. Like I said though, Onazi is standing on the pitch aura farming while down 0-2. Like it's right there, bro, on a big screen. We can't ignore the big 0-2 in our faces. He says, believe me, it's okay because I'm here, and this re-motivates everyone somehow. Aboabona nods his head Bello is smiling for the first time since the start of the match. And Kuso, I still fully believe he thinks we're cooked. He looking at that scoreboard. At the bottom of the page, though, we see a little text box that says, "You're not okay," as Isagi appears saying, "Standing before you right now, I'm here." Isagi got one page in this whole chapter, and he's somehow still aura farming. Like, literally, they even gave him a close-up of his face. And still stealing Onazi's signature line, mocking him even, being that obstacle for him. And I'ma be honest, Nigeria is still thinking the exact same way, relying on Onazi. Just now we're smiles and sunshines after his motivational speech. So really nothing changed, except a positive mental attitude. Onazi got to figure out an actual plan against Isagi instead of smiles, because this is the exact reason why we down another point in the first place. The chapter ends off, though, with Isagi saying this and Onazi looking at him, smiling at the Demon King in his path. It might be time for his awakening, folks. BLUELOCK keeps cooking 5-star meals with these chapters. Like, how unexpected was Ryo's goal here? I did think he was gonna score in the World Cup one of these days, but this chapter's name was called I'm Here, so I really thought it would be Onazi showing up last second on his usual antics, blocking Ryo's shot. Before I give my thoughts on the chapter itself, I just want to say the U20 World Cup has been super good so far. I really like how we're not limited to just 3 goals like the NEL, so it's way less predictable. The games can go up to higher score counts, and I know it's not too common to see a lot of goals in a football match, a regular football match, but it's BLUELOCK. We've seen a team score 8 goals in a game before, so it makes it more enjoyable and allows for a lot more goals, allows for a lot more development. Like, Ryo scoring here was so amazing at giving highlight to characters other than Rin and Isagi. Especially after PXG, this is such a breath of fresh air. Don't get me wrong, I love Rin and Isagi, and they'll definitely get their times to shine in other matches. Even in this match, they'll probably play a pivotal role later on. It's just so much more enjoyable seeing other characters we know and love getting their moment too. Now, about this chapter, Ryo's stocks have shot up so much, y'all. I know the Ryo fans are rejoicing, me included. He's literally my profile picture, so I gotta root for the boy. He went from Batra to Chigiri in the span of like 5 seconds, which is absolutely crazy to me. I can't wait for him to absolutely pop off and use even more players. That's what I really like about Ryo's character. We'll still see him even after this goal, because copy is just a very versatile weapon. Now, does this change his ranking because he scored a goal? Does he go even higher? I will say, Ryo, based on potential and already scoring a goal in the U20 World Cup, he probably goes higher above Chigiri. I don't know about Barou, Shido, or Batra. Obviously, in the striker role, they're all better. But in overall, it's no debate. Ryo is the overall player besides Rin. So it's very debatable, because you can say in terms of impact on the game, like what he does, Ryo might be higher than a Barou, Shido, or Batra. Probably not Batra, especially after this performance. I mean, come on, he scored a goal immediately, and he still has a lot more he hasn't shown us. Batra basically getting an assist too, because he helped Ryo. I think this does place Batra above someone like a Barou at the moment. I know there's a lot of Barou and Shido fans. He may even be the definitive number 3 above them. I personally thought Batra would kind of disappear after scoring his goal, but it's definitely cool to see him still be a prominent threat and still helping out, making it up the field with Ryo. Let me know what y'all think they both rank at. I'm gonna make a ranking video one of these days, which will 100% change as we get more and more chapters. I know that already. It's just nice to have an updated ranking, though, from what we've seen. The Isagi and Onazi cliffhanger is just as hype too. Like, we know our boy is always aura farming, but Onazi having his backstory may be hinting towards his awakening too. I really like the Nigeria backstory. I know they are kind of getting embarrassed right now, and everyone but Onazi is a bum on their team, but we're probably setting up their get back right now. Chapter 317 is titled Please Take Care of This Point. Honestly, this is another one of those confusing chapter names, but just from this week's cliffhanger, I do think Nigeria is gonna have a strong get back. Even though Ryo scoring was a little unpredictable, I did say in the last video, or predicted a little bit, that Nigeria will probably go down a 0-2 before scoring 1 goal. So if there's any time to score a goal, it would probably be now. Anyways, that about wraps it up for this video. If you made it to the end though, thank you so much for watching. YouTube really thinks you like this video right here, so be sure to check that one out too. Appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see y'all in the next one.